This is Red Wave America, and I'm Alexandra, and today I'm interviewing Andrew 4K.
Whoa,
So
so glad to
today,
be here.
yes. So today we're interviewing him on healthcare and his views on healthcare. And I would like to start the first question, which is anyways, the first question is, what are your views of the current healthcare system in the United States?
I think the healthcare system currently is bullcrap. That's one answer, I guess. It's this. It's just disgusting to see the prices on everything. Everything is so high. Uh, like if you go to the doctor, they charge you like, let's say you're just there for one day, $8,000 right there. If you don't have good insurance, you got to pay for that. And it's just many, I should say, most Americans cannot afford that. It's ridiculous of how much like healthcare costs, period. And there really needs to be a solution. And what we're doing right now is not working. Obamacare, Medicare, all, whatever you want to call it, not working. It's not the greatest. I think there should be something better. I don't. We don't even need insurance if we could just make the doctor going to the doctor cheaper. I mean, I don't understand why everything is so expensive. Just I don't know.
All right. Um, I know you said it a little bit, but what do you think, about Medicaid itself?
Well, I personally don't like it, and I would never go on it. However, I was actually on it when I was uh, very young. I had heart surgery, and so those were very expensive. And without Obamacare, my family would not have been able to afford it. Now, that was obviously when I was a child. I personally would not go on it. That was their decision. Obviously, I'm a kid. So now, currently, I'm on my own insurance. I don't have any of that stuff. Um, But overall, I think Obamacare does more harm than good. It takes our taxes. I think there should be a better way than that solution.
All right. How would things be different for you and your family if you guys never had Medicaid?
Well, I mean, going back to what I said earlier, we would probably be bankrupt um, back then. But when I got older, we lost it because they said I'm supposedly better now, or maybe that was Social Security. Uh, I think that's an insurance thing. I don't know, but it was one of the two, and we lost it because I was supposedly better, and then we made too much, and so it was just we had to go on something else. So we didn't have it for that long. We then went on a better insurance that was better than Obamacare. But if we didn't have it, I don't know where we would be currently.
All right. What do you think about the millions of people in the United States that do not have access to health care? And what about the people who are homeless and cannot afford health care?
So it depends what kind of millions of people you're talking about. If it's illegal immigrants, screw them. I don't care. They shouldn't even be here. But if it's the like homeless people, I mean, first of all, get a job, Ozo. I don't know why you're not working. Unless you literally can't work, then you should have a caretaker, or they should have a place for them to take care of that type of people. But for those who can't get it, I don't know why they can't. So I don't understand. I don't really understand how you get it, or why they would reject a certain person. I mean, I would reject someone who is not willing to work. I would reject them from getting insurance or health care. It's like why give them health care if they're not willing to work for a living, which is what we're supposed to do, based based on what the Bible says we're supposed to work.
Did you know that a lot of the homeless cannot get jobs because in order to get a job, you need a permanent address and a phone number or photo ID or social security card and a bank account? What do you think those people should do if they can't even get a
So
job?
those people used to actually live in a house. It's called they live with their parents. What happened after that? They went on drugs, they did stupid things, and they made dumb decisions, and now they're on the street. That's not my fault. That's their problem. They should have worked when they were young. They should have earned money to live on their own, but that's their fault. Now, what they can do, they can fix that. They can get a job. You don't need an address always. There are jobs that don't require that.
Those ones are very hard
It's
to
not
find.
hard.
And also, a lot of time people are homeless because, like, what if their family's abusive or their family just kicks them out? There's a lot of youth who become homeless. But anyways, for the next
Yeah, but where's their
question,
relatives?
well,
Yeah,
a lot of people don't have families that care about them.
yeah, that's sad. And I pity those people, but for the most part, it's not all like that.
All right. What do you think about the people who die because they failed to go to the hospital when they're having a life threatening emergency because they're afraid of the debt that they will be in?
Again, that goes back to the fault of the American government for jacking up the prices to where we can't afford to go to the doctor for visit. Like, if it's a life or death situation and you're making someone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars just so that they can live, it's ridiculous. It's crap. It's dumb. It's stupid. And it should be a lot affordable, more affordable, cheaper for those people who experience emergency things. Because, like, when you go to the store, you're choosing to buy that stuff. When you go to the doctor, you're not choosing to go to the emergency room when you lost your arm or something, like something tragic. That you were just in the wrong time, wrong place, like a car accident, even not your fault. And now they're charging you all this stuff to save your life or whatever. I think it's ridiculous how much it really costs. You don't really get a say in it. And then for the people who are afraid, um, and then they die because they're afraid of going bankrupt because of how much it is. I My heart goes out to the families of that. That's very unfortunate for them. But again, that goes to the government. The government really needs to fix that. Both parties, both Republican and Democrat, both need to work on that issue. Both are in the wrong there.
Yeah. Okay, so for the next question, I know you already kind of touched base on this a little bit about the you don't think illegal immigrants should have like a government assistance like Medicaid. But what about the ones that are here like legally but are not citizens yet? What do you think about that?
How are they here legally if they're not citizens?
Because they're applying for citizenship. It takes years to become a citizen in America.
But when we apply for citizenship, don't they still stay at their country until it's accepted?
No, a lot of them stay come here. A lot of them do.
Oh, well, if you're not a citizen, I still don't think you should be getting anything from us. Um, no. I mean, obviously, we you can get a job, but you're not getting our tax or money for an insurance because you're not a citizen yet. I believe in low citizenship uh, anyway, and so I don't really think we should be bringing anyone to the country anymore. I think we should put a pause, to be honest, on the immigration thing right now, just because of what Joe Biden did, letting in millions of illegal immigrants. I think we've brought in too many people, and that's another topic. It's not really having anything to do with healthcare, but
Yeah,
it is crushing our ethnicity in
I
our
agree.
country.
I agree. Um, all right. So if you were in charge of, you know, the country and you could do anything you wanted and you could fix healthcare, how would you fix healthcare? What would you change in the healthcare system?
Vote me for Andrew 4K or for president. Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd fire Fauci, which I think he is fired, but I would have fired him long ago. I don't know why Donald Trump ever appointed that guy. I would fire all the horrible healthcare people, and then I would lower all the prices and be like, guys, why is this so expensive? We need to get this out to the public, like cures for cancer, cures for certain things. Get it cheap so that people can afford it and not just for the rich. It's like the hospital is for the rich. The cures are for the rich. The great technology that could heal you is for the rich. They don't care about the poor people. And I would fix that. I think it should be for everyone. Everyone should have the right to affordable health care, period, without it getting out of our tax paychecks. Which should not be, they should not be taking out our paychecks for other people. They should just make the prices cheaper. I don't think it's fair that my paycheck that I work for is going to someone else. I don't think that's right. But again, there needs to be a solution, which is to cheap, or is to lower the prices to healthcare. Period, so that we don't have to take out our taxes to help other people.
Well, speaking of
So,
taxes, do you think that taxes, all the taxes that are in America, that are made for America, should only be for Americans, and that we should stop giving foreign aid to other countries?
I believe we should not give any of our tax money to foreign countries. Period. Um, if we're going to assist a nation, give them weapons. Why do they need money? They got their own money. It's just these students of history, not victims. Look at World War One. We went bankrupt almost because of what happened. We should have never been in that war. Uh, People borrowed money from us, borrowed weapons, and then you had little Germany, and Germany was in debt to everyone. America was like, after the war, here we'll give you some money so that you can pay all of our allies so that they can pay us back. We lost so much money because of that war. We made nothing off it. It was ridiculous. So foreign aid is a bad idea. Period. We should not be giving taxes to people. You know what started the Great Depression? Well, right there, taxes. You gave your money to another nation, and you didn't get it back.
Yep.
So now you have less money in the system, and it crushes your economy, and it hurts the people mostly as well. You're not America first if you are giving billions and trillions of dollars to other countries.
All right. Would you support, like, if we did not give the money to like Israel and all the other countries would give money to, would you support putting those funds into the American healthcare system?
Um, I'd support those funds going into our border more than I would our healthcare system. But I mean, unless you're because these are taxes, really. I mean, might as well until we fix our system. Then I guess instead of going to those other countries. But at the end of the day, I don't think taxes should be going to healthcare. I think healthcare should just be cheap. Period, for everyone to afford. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense that yes, that makes sense. It's just I think it would be a very hard thing since I mean America
It would
hasn't
be.
even done anything to big pharma or like push anything to make them lower prices. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous, and I think the President Donald Trump, should press harder. I think RFK and Nimitz Oz, both of them great men, by the way, are trying to push for lower costs, and I respect both of them for exposing big pharma and exposing the stuff that they are putting in our children. The healthcare system's a joke. Before you hit 18, you get 72 shots, most of which are no, not needed,
Yes.
and that's why autism rates have sparked. That's why unhealthy children have sparked. You have an entire generation that is brain dead because of the shot that they have. I wouldn't be surprised that if every single person who got those 72 shots since I say the 1990s most likely has at least some kind of autistic or even maybe not autism, but has some problem.
Has some type
Like
of vaccine injury,
you're
you mean?
different, exactly. But yeah,
Yes.
like everyone has at least something. Maybe it's not autism, but it's probably affected you somehow. I feel different compared to older people. I feel like, and we have an entire generation that's affected. Unless you're Amish and Mennonite, you're affected by that, and that's the healthcare system's fault, big pharma's fault, and they're finally getting to the bottom of that, which I do appreciate. But the prices also need to be cheaper to also help the American people.
Yes. Well, that's all the questions I had for you today. Do you want to add anything else?
Um, no, well, thanks for interviewing me.
Yes. Thank you, everyone who watched this video. Please subscribe to Red Wave America for more content.
God bless.
God bless.